right, you guys, welcome into the week. How are you? This is a reading for whoever needs to hear this. So if you're brought here by the title, then it's likely for you. I hope everybody's doing great. We are still in the energy, as I'm doing this reading, I'm still in the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius. So if you're watching this, I'm going to extend that to you for you to set an intention, one of hope and optimism, very Sagittarian kind of values, and really put that out there to the universe right now about something that you want to create in your life or want to expand on, especially if it's travel or anything along those lines. Like that's a big Sagittarian thing to do. So, especially foreign travel. So if that's on your bucket list, now would be the time to put that out there in your intention for the coming days, weeks, months, years, etc., etc. All right, let's see what's coming up with the reading here. Synchronicity is a love letter from the universe across time and space. Are you seeing 1111? Are you seeing 444? I was seeing 444 and 999 all the way home. There's something about moving home, okay, that can be happening right now. Somebody's moving from one location to another. Someone's finding home or finding it's really it doesn't have to be a structure. It can be with a group of people. It can be with your family, although you could be creating like a family, a friend family kind of thing. Like it doesn't have to be like anything proper. That's not the right word. Anything structured or traditional. I feel like it's non-traditional because we are in this now sort of beginning of the age of Aquarius, and Aquarius is very non-traditional. Okay, so write it into reality. That's one way of doing it. If you have a journal, just write the story. Pretend like you're writing a script for Netflix. Write your story. That would be a really good way to put something into the universe. You contain the entire universe encoded within you. And ask wonderfully, receive graciously. It's really important to know what gratitude is and to practice it. People who aren't grateful for things, generally, I mean, it's really odd, but like they can have a scarcity mentality. So even when they do get things, it's like it's not for them, or it doesn't, there's some catch from the universe or something like that. That definitely comes from an upbringing of, there's strings attached to love. And so if you're finding that in your life, that you have a hard time with gratitude, or you just feel like, no, the other shoe's going to drop, it's not going to stick around, this success isn't mine or whatever, just know that comes from a way of being parented, or even a way of being raised, that you have to that nothing sticks around. Nothing good sticks around anyway. And that's just not true. Okay, that's just not true. That's a created thing. All right, so let's see where we're going here. 8 of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Sun, the Queen of Wands, and, oh, I love this, the Temperance card. There's Sagittarian time. Ace of Pentacles, getting a gift. So I feel like some of you have either been on this new path for a while, and maybe you haven't seen the next town. Let's just pretend for a minute here that your path is like leaving a little town and going to another town. I'm just using that as a metaphor, okay? So you've been on this long journey, and there's not a lot of stuff in the middle. There's not a lot of houses, not a lot of people, not a lot. You're just kind of driving, or walking, and there's really nothing around you. But what's around you is Mother Earth. What's around you is, water and air and sun and rain. And, there's a lot around you. And so I want you to kind of get used to being grateful for whatever is around you, even if it's kind of not that good right now, like you're having a like the ending of a relationship, or transitioning from one kind of life to another kind of life, like be super grateful for the road that's there. Be super grateful that that it did rain, because now there's that's life affirming and enriching the earth. There's air, there's sun, there, these are all things that human beings need to exist. So like you can be grateful for all that stuff. It's like find something to be grateful for in every single situation you're in, and those situations will yield positive growth and results no matter what you think of it. You can be in a kind of a crappy chapter right now in your mind, and you're like, this is something I don't like. What can I be grateful for? Right? I'm going through this situation. I'm grateful for my friends who are here to help me. I'm grateful for my parents who stand by me. I'm grateful for that I have a car. I'm grateful that I have my own language, speech. I'm vertical. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for that I feel good today. I'm grateful that I can cook and nourish myself. I'm grateful. Like the list is endless if you really think about it. If you really want to, and this is a good exercise to do every once in a while, just go down the list of everything you're grateful for. I'm grateful for that I have this chair, that I have Wi-Fi, that I can come to you. I'm grateful that I have these cool decks that I've been working with for a long time, and I feel like they're old friends. I'm grateful that it is this beautiful weekend, that I get to spend time with my family and friends, and especially my friends, especially the wonderful ones I spent Thanksgiving with. I'm grateful, and just keep going, because that is, sometimes we get afraid of a situation because we don't know what's going to be happening with it, but you can close yourself down from opportunity. And the one way to open yourself to open yourself up to opportunity, that's a lot of words, is to be grateful for what's right in front of you, because it like brings you up into your heart. It kind of opens you up, and it allows for things to show up. Sometimes when we're closed off, or we feel bad, or we feel sad, or we feel mad, or we feel like something's not good, we're not really seeing what a gift, right? What a gift. And this is true. This is trying to bring in a gift. So this is about looking at a situation from a new perspective, the Eight of Cups with the Hanged Man, and recognizing your own power in any situation that you have. In any situation you have. Even if you feel powerless, even if you feel like, oh boy, this is what's going on. I feel like this person has more power. I feel like that, the revenue or the money, I feel like that's constricted or whatever. Like, be grateful for what it is that you are able to see right in front of you, and that will expand. If you're focused on the negativity of it, then the negativity expands. So synchronicity, so the universe might be sending you some information. That synchronicity is a love letter across time and space. It might be the universe might be sending you, hey, this is really like a blessing in disguise, or hey, this is something that's going to yield new people in your life, or hey, you had to get away from that because it was more unhealthy than you thought. True that. All right. So Hierophant, I don't think, and I know just from my own experience, and I say this with all honesty, humility, awareness that I have at this moment, and I might have more, going forward in my life. But right now I'm like, I don't think I can count how many like bullets I've dodged in my life because of friends, or because of gratitude, or because of my Sagittarian optimism, or because of my, whatever it is. Like, I got out of stuff. I know I did. Because I was either just embracing what was in front of me, feeling grateful for what was in front of me, and sort of pushing into that, leaning into that. I definitely have dodged a lot of bullets in my life, and super grateful for that. My goodness. Hierophant, there's the Five of Pentacles. Oh yeah. The Strength card. I feel like some of you are going through some kind of situation. This is, the astrology of December is pretty quiet. But I will say that the beginning of the month, we have on the 6th of December, we have Mars going retrograde in Leo. That's what made me think of this. There's a lot of Leo here, that Queen of Wands and the Sun, and then here's the Strength card. There's likely some kind of downturn in some kind of traditional way. So there could be like the endings to traditional relationships, the letting go of traditional ways of making money, the ending of traditional ways of making money, the feeling that I'm screwed or this is not good, and actually look at it from a new perspective. You are free. You are free. Okay? That's one of those things. So this month I've started to put up the monthly readings. And one of the things that I've noticed is the early part of this month, we have Mercury in retrograde until the 15th of November. We have Mars going retrograde. So there's some Mars is coming back into opposition with Pluto. This beginning part of the month is going to be the space where we have these aha moments around, oh, wow, I thought this was a bad thing, but it's like I actually dodged something way worse. Okay, so like, let's say you get, there's a layoff or there's a thing. Like, there was something that would have eaten up life. Yeah, something about eating up your life. Like, no more time, because pentacles are also time. No more time. How much time have you wasted in this scenario? Because it was traditional or because it was a commitment of some kind, and that's falling away. Because, like, no more time. Don't waste the pretty. I say it all the time. No more time. And you're getting a gift of different time, of new time. I do feel like we woke up last week, or in November anyway, when we shifted from Pluto in a Capricorn to Pluto in Aquarius, and then, on the 19th, and then, other things were happening astrologically, which I've been talking about. I feel like we are waking up in a different timeline, and like the old timelines have to fall away. The old timelines have to fall away. 6 of Wands, the Chariot. These are the two cards of victory in the deck. 6 of Wands, Chariot, Ace of Wands. Yes, yes, yes. 2 of Cups. 8 of Swords. You would not have seen 3 of Wands. You would not have seen. So 10 years from now, okay? 10 years from now, you are going to look back at this time, and I actually want you to write this in your journal. I talk a lot about journaling and everything like that in my Pathfinders group. And I want you to this week write what's going on, bad, good, and different, however because that's just your perception of it, right? That's my perception of what's happening. This sucks because of this, or this is ending, or this is something that fell away, that didn't happen. Thought I was going to get this amazing job and it didn't happen. I thought I was going to marry this person and then something bad happened, or they disappeared, or something like that. I want you to write down whatever is going on in your life right now in a very, I don't know, matter of fact way, like just the facts. You can write about how you feel about the things, but like, one sentence, because we could, who was this that said this to me? I don't know. This was not a friend. This was something I read one time, that women tend to, or however you're identifying, if you're in your heart chakra, let's just put it that way, because I don't think this is necessarily just women. I think this is people who are, in a certain space with a certain experience. You can write paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs about a situation that has a lot of meaning for you, that has, you might pour a lot of love into it, pour a lot of anger, pour a lot of rage, whatever it is. And to other people, that experience may just be the period at the end of a sentence. It's not a thing for them. And they have a different experience. They may be all about this other thing, and you're just like, so what? So I'm really feeling like there are situations right now that you would not have seen. You would not have seen this Ace of Pentacles, this Sun. You would not have seen this if you stayed where you are. If this Five of Pentacles thing had not happened. So 10 years from now, my point in saying that to you is I want you to go back and look 10 years from now. Damn, I dodged a bullet. Damn, it was great that that person broke up with me. Or it was great that that person, got out of my life. It was great that I didn't get that job. It was because I never would have moved here. I never would have met you. I never would have, right? You can go back 10 years. 10 years ago, 2014, I was in a relationship with somebody that I got out of in 2016. And I feel like there's some kind of deja vu going on. I'm just going to give you some dates. So if you do use your journal in any way, or if you do like me, like I've had a journal since I was in 7th grade, just saying. And go back and look at 2008 to 2009 and 2016, 2017. There's some kind of deja vu going on astrologically, and I'm gonna look deeper into this just for my own edification about it. Pluto was still in Capricorn during those both times, but there could be other things that are transiting, other things that are happening that might reverberate. For some reason, it's those two dates, 2008, 2009, and 2016 into 2017. So not 10 years ago, like more like 8 years ago. Okay. And we're almost in 2005. So what was going on in 2015 that kind of set you up for 2016, 2017? I really want you to take a look at this, because I feel like there's something coming now that is going to be like reminding you of those periods of time when maybe you did and maybe you didn't. Maybe in 2008, you faced down the monster. And maybe you didn't. Maybe in 2016, like me, 2016, 2017, it took me 2008, 2009 through an awakening again in 2012, again in 2016, into 2017 for me to really shift onto the path of my own spiritual awakening and also my own awareness around my own patterns, around my own healing. And that's really when it started in earnest. And that's when the channel started. That's when a lot of things kind of opened up, and more things will open up. More things, I'm utilizing those lessons, not every day, but like a lot. And it reminds me to utilize those lessons every day if I can. There's something here about expectations of something new coming in. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. And even though so something about Mars going retrograde this week is going to cause you to look at things differently. Okay. What is the Mars going retrograde this week about? Four of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Fool, Page of Wands. So that's a lot of messages coming through. We are in Mercury retrograde. I'll have to look back and see what I can see in 2016, 2017. What is just showing up for me in my own intuition here. But this is about getting free. Something that you were hunkering down on, holding on to, that was not big enough for you, that was not good enough, that was kind of small potatoes, but you're like, holy crap, I don't want to let this go because maybe it's the only thing I do have. I had a business at the time that wasn't really doing very well, but I was like, what happens if I lose that? Then I don't know. Okay. I'm teaching a lot of this week. If you're interested, we're not the 10th, December 10th, we're starting the spiritual business class, and I'm going to teach you all about how I kind of took what I had and created this. Okay. And we'll talk about creating a business that's based in your own life experience and also in where you want to go. aligning with your spiritual mission and purpose, shining your light, Project Lighthouse. Okay. So this is really about getting free of stuff that you thought was important. And I feel like some of you are going to have the experience of it falling away. And are you empowered by that? I mean, that's what it's trying to do, to help you feel empowered, because it's no longer hanging on. It's no longer something that's holding on to you. It's about sending you down a road of victory. The Six of Wands and the Chariot card, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I love that. And there's some things that you would not have seen. So if you're going through a rough time right now, it's like, thank the universe. Because whatever you're manifesting, it means that stuff can't be part of it. All right, so let's keep going. If this is your reading, I'm going to dig deeper. I will pull a card for each zodiac sign in the extended to give you a little additional guidance, okay? I think that's meaningful right now. All right, link is below if you want to continue on. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.